Hello, welcome to Juggling Warehouse. My name is Josh Horton. I am a 9-time gold medalist in the World Championships of Juggling, a 19-time Guinness World Record holder. I was a professional juggler for a long time, and I am the owner of Juggling store, jugglingwarehouse.com. Today, teaching you how to juggle 4 balls. If after this tutorial you need some juggling equipment, make sure you head to jugglingwarehouse.com. Use code YouTube15 for 15% off. Let's get into the tutorial. To juggle the most basic pattern of 4 balls, it is 2 in your right hand, 2 in your left hand at the same time. There is no crossing, which a lot of people don't realize. A lot of non-jugglers do not understand that. With 3 balls, everything crosses, but with even numbers, when you're juggling 4, 6, 8, 10 balls, it's typically going to be a non-crossing pattern where those balls will stay on one side, either right or your left. The most basic pattern is called fountain. Fountain is what you call even number juggling like this. You can do it asynchronous, like where there's right and then left and then right and then left, or in sync like this, synchronous. You will eventually want to learn both. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will start with the async pattern because that is typically the standard way to juggle 4 balls. Before we even start 4 balls, if you do not know how to comfortably juggle 3 balls, that means like 100, 200 catches, no problem. You have some tricks under your belt. You should not be attempting 4 otherwise. You definitely need a solid base of 3 balls and some 3-ball tricks before you even attempt 4. Let's start with your dominant hand. Have 2 balls in your right hand, for me it's right or whatever your dominant hand is, and just throw 2 catches, 2 throws, 2 catches. As you can see, the balls are going inside to out. They're on a flat plane this way, so they're not coming away from you and back. It is just in, out. A lot of people do this when they're trying to learn 4 balls and even when they're learning 3, and that is, as you can tell, not a very satisfying thing to look at. So instead of out and in, it is just inside to outside, inside to outside. So to get to 4 balls, you're gonna wanna train this till this is very easy. Inside out, inside out, inside out. You can see my hands are making small scoops in to push the ball in and then out, and then repeat that motion over and over again. Try to get this 10 or 20 catches solid, and at the same time, start training your non-dominant hand. Same thing, so now it's also in to out. Once you feel really good with both hands by themselves, you are ready to try 4-ball juggling. We're gonna start with just a flash. A flash is 4 throws and 4 catches when juggling 4 balls. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to do this without moving your feet, without having to step forward to get the balls. Try, keep your feet planted. 4 perfect throws, 4 perfect catches, and just keep working on this until you can do it 10 times in a row. You can see the balls are going a little bit above head level. If you throw them lower, it's gonna be really fast. If you throw them high, your throws are gonna become inaccurate. So somewhere around, 6 inches above your head or so. Once you feel more comfortable, they can come a little bit lower, but about that height. All right, once 4 throws and 4 catches is feeling good, you just wanna start building on top of that. Maybe 6. When you're counting, you can just count 1 hand if you want. So you can do 1, 2, 3 in your right hand. Just make sure your left is following suit. And then just like when you learn 3 balls, you're just gonna wanna slowly build on this. It's really good to have a number in mind. Try to have a catch number in mind when you're learning, so that you don't just juggle until you drop, because when you're learning a new trick with juggling, and if you just always juggle until you drop, you're gonna start to develop bad habits. So you can start adding to it, but try to always finish clean, make it to where it's easy for you to stop, and then just keep building and building and building on that number until you're able to juggle easily. That was a very short tutorial. Don't go away, we've got some more. It takes sometimes weeks, months to master 4-ball juggling. I'm gonna show you now the synchronous pattern, which is the same skills, but now you're just throwing 2 at once. The height should be about the same. All of the learning should be the same. It's going to be the same as this, so you don't need to train each hand, but start with just 4. And then 3 pairs, so 6 catches. And it qualifies 4. Try to keep the balls at the same height while you're working on this. It's easy for your dominant hand to maybe throw a little bit higher, and so try to make sure you're keeping an eye on where the peak of each ball is, because they're being thrown at the same time. Because if they're thrown at different heights, it's going to be really hard to do it in sync, because they're going to be coming to your hand at different times. Once you've mastered both of these, it's nice to be able to transition from one to the other. So if you're in sync, then you intentionally throw one higher than the other. There'll be a slight pause, and then you'll hit async. And then to go into sync, you'll throw one higher than the other. There'll be a pause and into sync. There are, of course, lots of different tricks and different patterns with 4 balls that do involve crossing patterns. I will be sure to have lots of new tutorials on this channel for 4-ball tricks. Hopefully this helped you with your 4-ball juggling. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out jugglingwarehouse.com. Use code YouTube15 for 15% off your order. I was using the Josh Horton Pro Series balls, but we have lots of incredible products on the site. We'll see you next time. Bye.